is the crew. We know it, but something is a little bit different here, and I really want you to figure out what that is before I... You're too late. You missed the opportunity. We shall ignore the fact that I'm now driving in a LaFerrari and I wasn't previously. That's just a hard grind. Or cheat. But maybe the amount of traffic here is absolutely bonkers. This, as I've been alluding to for a long while now, it might be too much traffic. This is kind of scary. I feel like I properly have to adjust my driving, and I'm kind of curious if this is going to stay the case when we do races. I don't know whether the traffic is like this in races or not. I guess we're going to find out. But yes, mods. This is really, really cool and was never possible and probably will remain never possible on future crew games as long as the servers are up. And two of the tremendous changes straight away should be obvious if you've played a lot of this game or if you've seen a lot of this game. But first, I want to go back to quitting the game and starting it again. I have just pressed open on the crew. We're getting in game, and straight away, instantly almost, you go to this. That timing was bang on. The Wild Run menu screen. We not only skipped all the intros. I've never been an intro skip mod person, but damn, I needed it for this game. And we're bringing it back to the Wild Run menu. Now, hear me out. I know Wild Run gets some flack, but I love the Wild Run intro. It's similar to the normal intro, but it's here. We have got many UI changes throughout the game, thanks to a mod that essentially replaces a lot of the UI with the pre-Wild Run. I can't say it properly, my God. The pre-Wild Run update. So obviously the traffic has increased as well. This is a really cool mod that basically brings it to a higher level, the highest level possible in the game, which is tremendously more than it was previously. I'm speaking Zoe. I also know there's another mod that will basically do the same thing, but it'll change the density based on time of day, location, so your cities are more dense with traffic. That's probably the way that I would go. Oh my, the physics are a little funky right now. And any long-term players will also know another mod that I'm running right now. I basically installed pretty much most of the mods that are available because I really wanted to stretch this thing and see how it was gonna do. I don't hate the high traffic in the cities, I've got to be honest. Oh God! It's not my fault, I'm just crashing. Sorry, officers. Now, I'm not sure why you'd want to, but you could come into the dealership and you could buy an X5. For example, and you could take that X5 to the dirt tuner, in where we will go in and convert it to the best level of dirt car that is available, and we'll give it a nice spicier look, but more subtle if we wish to do so. You can see on that picture normally it's actually a little different there, because dirt spec cars actually start out pretty basic customization wise, and so giving them this like rock climbing ruggedness but with a nice normal car. Do you know how much it pained me to say nice normal car about an X5? Sorry. Anyway, it looks really cool. I think it looks dope. I like this. It's a nice small change, but what we're seeing with the mods right now is a lot of these are smaller changes, but they amount to something bigger. They make the game the way you want, which is something we couldn't do before because it was an online-only game. This changes it tremendously. And to facilitate those changes, of course, we've got the Crew Unlimited Launcher. This thing is super useful because we can do super easy things like cheating, which we have done thus far already. This, by the way, is modded save. I did a backup because I can do that now. But if we minimize this, this is called Pit Crew, a mod launcher for the crew, which means you can, for the most part, two of the mods today don't work and not compatible, but it doesn't mean they're never going to be compatible. But the advantage of a mod launcher, super easy to install mods without destroying your primary game. You can disable the mods very easily. I can go in and uncheck these boxes, press compile, run the game, and my game is back to how it was again. It makes modding so easy. And this may be the first time I've modded a game and it just kind of worked. Like, I didn't run into any issues. Now, if you've played the crew, one of the big problems is the FOV. This is where you feel really claustrophobic up against the wheel. I understand why it's done. You want more view. This is why they usually remove the wheel on some of the interior views in games. Well, this little mod here allows me to zoom out to this if I want to, which FOV changes like this is kind of what the game does already. You saw it when I was boosting. When you boost, the FOV kind of stretches out a little bit. It makes you feel like you're going faster because you are. Or if you really wanted to, you could zoom all the way in so you could see what's ahead of you and not much else. That's a bit much, I think. It looks pretty cool. It could have been cool for a cinematic, I guess. You can do this on all the camera views. So in case you were not really sure on how the game positioned the camera, then you can make some big changes. Holy crap. Why does this feel like 1,000,000 miles an hour now? The science of FOV, I'm doing 100 and this feels like 3. I kind of wish you could set it per camera because I prefer the camera to be closer, but at the same rate. I don't like the camera being cut off, but if I speed up, you'll notice it pulls away, get a bit closer. I'm like, that's nice. And then I brake and I'm in the bumper now. I wish it was per camera. I wish we could do height. That is a suggestion on my hand. But this is so cool. I love these small mods getting quicker into the game. Oh, and the big one I've not even spoke about yet. Let's blitz through the streets in my LaFerrari. Move. I need to get some NOS. This is actually kind of scary. No! Oh, balls, I got the rozzers. As I am playing through this, you might notice that the game is running a hell of a lot more stably than it ever has before. My whole playthrough, my whole Let's Play, I really regret not installing this anytime sooner. But what I was having is the game stutters. Now, the game stutters even though I am on like a 4080. This thing should be running... I keep doing that same damn term. No, no! Don't pull me over. What someone found is that it's to do with a couple of things. You could fix it 2 ways, and I fixed it. Oh my God. In my opinion, probably my favorite way to fix it. We are now running the crew on Vulkan. To really simplify it, it's just another language for the computer. We've got DirectX, which is the standard, and Vulkan. And Vulkan is better in every way, in most situations. Right, what I really want to find out is, will this traffic affect my races? I need to get perf. Then we can do some races, because otherwise I can't use my LaFerrari, which I've just bought for, you know, science. Max it, baby. So I'll link all of these mods down below in the description, but they're really nice small changes that improve the quality of life of this game tremendously. One of the other mods for the fixing of the stuttering, I think it increases the physics. I haven't looked fully into that one, but there's another way to do it to increase the speed at which the physics run in the game. It also could help with the calculations of the physics. This is something they did at Ivory Tower later in the series with Motorfest. But that also could be a step in unlocking the frame rate. If we're able to change the physics like that without really breaking anything, then I don't see why we can't unlock the frame rate. But hey, there's other stuff as well. There may be like particles and whatnot. So I'm not a genius. I know sometimes it might seem like it, but let's get this LaFerrari built and done. I can't believe they allowed customization like this. The crew gets away with anything, so you should put cops back in the game with Toyota. Be Need for Speed while Need for Speed is not here. I'm begging. I need someone to do it. Please. Red? No. Wing? Why would I remove it? Do you understand my preferences? My wants? I'm gonna go for that. That's pretty fly. This is gonna be absolutely wild. This is gonna feel so fast.
That man is interfering in my affairs. Kill him.
He's interfering in your affairs. All right, wide camera. Oh my God, that feels way too fast. I'm only doing 150. The magic, my friends, of FOV. It looks daft, I know, but here we go, interior view. Listen, this feels insanely quick, but we need a little bit of a camera shake. I feel like the camera shake is really like 75. This is 75? Oh my God, I can't see shit. Get it out my face, please. I'm begging you. There we go. Let's do third person. Bro! This is a proper quality of live. You're losing him. You know what I'm pissing me? What do you mean I'm losing him? I'm ahead! I'm now about to be behind, but I was ahead. That's why I was losing him. That's amazing. Zoe. Oh my God, come on. Please. Okay.
Alex, we've got an option here. Catch the guy. I'll get him into protective custody.
All right, lady. Can I pass him? Here we go. Break. Pull over now. Come on. Get in the tree. Oh, that's good. Silver. How dare you? Oh, we got a new part though. Oh, this is another one I need to demonstrate, of course. If you're like me, sometimes you'll go and do something and forget. And in this game, you get this very nice cinematic camera. And it's very cool to watch your car do this cool thing in the background. But the problem is, if you leave it like this for too long, the game kicks you off because it thinks you're playing a real server and therefore taking up capacity. I'm not playing I'm playing an emulator server, but it's running locally. There's a mod that basically means that this will go on for 48 hours. You can actually, I'm sure, change it to whatever you wish before it kicks you off the game. Lovely. Thank you so much. That really bothered me because once you got kicked off, it wouldn't let you back in unless you quit the game. There's a small, but they may have fixed that in the Crew Unlimited, to be fair. Now it's a couple of updates in, but that's a fix. And I'm happy about that fix. This traffic is... was there any traffic in the... I don't think that... There was no traffic in that event, was there? There's a chance it could, like, override it. What about in these time trials? Is there traffic in these time trials? We'll find out. That's a traffic car I see there. I'm trying to change it. Okay. It doesn't seemingly break the events. Because what I assumed is that the events may have their own overwrite to tell you how much traffic is supposed to be there. And that is... I really need to turn this camera. That is really good. I'm kind of happy with that. A little bit disappointed. Maybe there's a way for us to override these. Because it is a really nice thing to be able to have... Oh, this is great. Because obviously some people would want to make their life more difficult in races. That would tremendously add to the difficulty. But at the same rate, there's going to be some people that don't want it to affect the races. They want it to be fair, especially in the case of a time trial. There may be some events that it affects, but this looks pretty normal to me. So I'm happy with that because it means that you can use the mod and not make it more difficult than it is for anyone else. And then you can compare your times. And you get the idea. You get the idea. Right. What if I buy this Camaro? Oh, yes, you sexy beast. Then go over to the Dirt Tuner again. And then we go in here. Of all the mods, I think my favorite two right now are gonna be the FOV slider and the anti-stutter. This is running buttery. I'm not going to tell you there's no stutters because there's still a little bit of inconsistency sometimes, but this is running so much better. Right, what do we got here, buddy? Let's try and off-road it. Let's try and make it look like a normal, nice car. Don't really have much choice in the normal, nice department, but nonetheless, it's going to look a little bit more normal. Oh, that rear light is sick. Oh, that's sick. Do I have a normal hood? Absolutely not. It's kind of just mental. So we'll go with that. We've got those fenders forced upon us, but, you know, fine. Drive out with this big old beast. This is going to look mean. Oh, mate. I need to zoom in. I can't damn see the thing. Thankfully, the crew had one of the best photo modes, basically, like, in the game at this point in time. And oh, I'm moving. Oh, that is so sick. Yeah. Big thumbs up. I like that one a lot. The speed is kind of what impresses me the most. The speed at which these people are bringing out these mods, these just changes that ultimately improve the game in the way that they would like. This is going to be spicy, you know it. Going to the great photo mode. You've got a very subtle car that just gives you a little hint. He's going to get up to some naughty activities. Off-roading and usually private land. Anyway, that's basically what we've got for mods right now. There's a few more. You can check out the mod websites that I linked down below, and you can go on the category on the crew, and it'll basically give you a hell of a lot more. But expect a lot of these mods. I forgot drifting in dirt is really good. Mostly if you put it on hardcore. But I'm really excited to see more of this stuff coming about. And of course, I'm going to keep you updated, but I wanted to give you an early look at it, and it's good. I think I'm going to keep most of these, even on my like non-cheat one. Would that be okay? Would that be fine? I can remove them. Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.